It's me, Sony. Welcome back to another VR video. Welcome back to an empty room, actually. We are back in Project TX, and you'll notice it's a little bit devoid of things in this room here. Now, that's because I'm actually been testing something that requires me to transport between places. It's quite literally transport. Yeah. So why don't you follow me? Camera mode, switch back to me. You should be able to see from my point of view. Hello. Right. So here we go. So that's the thing over there. You'll notice it's just a completely empty room here. Otherwise, with a bit of lighting testing going on in here. A few tubes added to the main lighting lamp. This is the coolest lamp you could ever have. Like, I wanted to have lava lamps throughout this place, but then I realized I don't want to have like weird mesh reshaping going on so many particles. And yeah, so this was a cooler idea. This is a cooler idea. There's more to it than that, but still. So here we go. Let's have a look over here, and as you can see, the light will shine over to here, nice and easy. And yeah, so what we've got here is a rift in space, a space-time continuum. Yeah, this is all very hybrid, right? So this here is my new teleporter. This is something that it was visible in one of the other Project TX videos. In fact, it was visible in the studio tour video. Inside the what's it called? The Mario pipe. The large pipe, not the small one where Tubby was hiding. So yeah, now we get to see what the effect is like. Very, very simple one. And it took me a while to get the Ragdoll to just not explode when doing teleporters, but now they work properly, although every once in a while they do have a sort of sudden jump in the camera. It's a bit weird. I'm gonna fix that eventually if I can kind of reproduce it reliably. But let's just walk right into this. It's got that feeling of, like, I can't wait to get some sounds and effects going on, but it's got that feeling of you just place your hands into it and you're just like, ooh, and then, and you're like, huh? It's really cool. It actually works very similar to how Portal would work, right? So if you enter at an angle, it releases at that angle, right? It rotates you and everything. So here, I'm going to enter at like a diagonal going that way, and you can see here, and now I'm walking diagonally, as you can see here, right? So I've walked diagonally. Of course, if you're jumping, you jump in, and yeah, it just works exactly as you'd expect. So if I'm looking this way, as I walk through, there we go. It releases backwards. It just sort of rotates and corrects exactly as you'd expect. So it works exactly like Portal would, right? So you just walk through, and you're into a different room. And that room's actually right behind this one. I haven't got the doors sorted, and I've got a bunch of interaction stuff to work on. But right now, I have some pretty cool stuff, some fun stuff to work on, which is a Ragdoll. So obviously we saw Penguin in the last video. Hey, how's it going? Right, but today we've got the Tiny, who every now and then will step on his own foot, because yeah, Ragdoll's a little bit of a problem there. But yeah, he's a little bit stumbly. But other than that, he's got a pretty swagger, cool walk to him. Yeah, let's get the camera over here. There we go. Whoop. That's nice. Right, hi. So yeah, there we go. He's got a cool look to him. Obviously, he is a Ragdoll. He's falling onto his own feet here. You might have seen my little post on Twitter. It was a little bit ridiculous, where he was kind of broken, and you could see his feet sort of swinging around while I was attaching his chest to space. But there's something more cool going on with this guy, which is not just him wandering around. You can see the wandering looks pretty cool, other than the foot problem, right? So really pretty cool. I'm gonna switch back to my camera. So yeah, he's got a pretty cool stand to him. He's got very good idle animation going on right now. But that's all preliminary anyway. I'm gonna do a lot more. I need to make him look very live in many ways. Now, unfortunately, right now, wrong section. Right now, he cannot really go into Ragdoll. I've just got to switch to sort of drop him, and then when he switches out, oh, there we go. He's in Ragdoll. He does have a lot of structure to him while in Ragdoll, right? So he still tries to hold position. Right now, he's just using the idle animation, As you can see, he's still living, right? It needs to look like a live human, a humanoid, in fact, a live tiny in this case. Yeah, so he's still living. He's still sort of breathing and moving and animating very slightly, but very, very loosely, right? Unfortunately, he doesn't have a get-up right now, so he just stands up nice and cool. Well, let's get on with it. So there we go. He's got a nice wander state, which allows him to, he wanders around, then he switches to idle if he arrives before his timer runs out, and then he'll randomize his position once again. So there we go. Very, very simple wander state, which allows him to just sort of run around. Oh, hey. Oh, there we go. He had a full 10-second stop there. He has a random choice between 4 and 10. Any random number between 4 and 10. And that amount of seconds he'll stop. So yeah, pretty cool. But there's more to it. Of course, he's got some more action going on with him. I was going to do this with the penguin, but I kind of wanted a humanoid character to mess around with. So let's get into combat. Whoa! There we go. So he's actually got his hands up now. I kept his fists closed for now because I haven't animated that. I'm working on a new hand pose system, which will work for my system and his. And you can see he's actually got the ability to attack there. He's actually got a few punch animations, which he just sort of randomly chooses between. And he actually closes the distance as well when he attacks. So, oh, stop it. So there we go. He actually tries to... That was supposed to be a push, by the way, the two-handed one. Yeah, he tries to close distance as soon as he tries to attack. And then he switches back to his idling fight state. Pretty cool. It looks really good. It works really well. And then, of course, I can use this for a little bit of training. So let's get the camera out there. Ooh, hey, dude, can you just leave me alone for a sec? I need to get... dude, calm down. Right, so there we go. We'll get the camera over here. And now you can see him. Right. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to that again. And then we can switch the collapse on at any point, which looks a little bit realistic. But let's just have some dodging. Yeah, you can't get me, boy. Oh, you think you can hit me? Come on. I can dodge every hit. I can dodge every hit. Now, every now and then, you'll see that my index finger on my left hand kind of points out. That's because the touch sensor on my Oculus Rift CV1 controller is completely dying. Like, it's now, what is it, 5 years old? So, yeah, really, really bad. Let's try it. Whoa, right in the face. Now, what I want to do here is I time the Ragdoll activation. So I'm just activating the Ragdoll, and I'll time that with a punch, right? So, it looks brilliant. I love it. So yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have any sort of health behavior or anything like that. Wow, I've turned around a lot in my play space. He doesn't have any sort of health behavior or anything like that. So he's just sort of. Up you get. That wonderful way of getting up there. Hey, get off me. You go back to wandering. Off you go. Yeah, so there we go. Pretty cool. A very, very short video, actually. Not too much rambling for once. That's unusual. But yeah, you can see it's really, really fun already to... Can you get out of the camera view, please? Dude. Yeah, you can see it's very fun. It's very fun. Yeah, that's about all I can say, really. It's excellent, honestly. I've got more animations to do. Obviously, I did most of the animations after all the main structure work behind the scenes took most of the time. And here he goes, walking in front of the camera again. Right, come on. You want to mess around with me? You want to mess around? This is what happens to you. Stay down, idiot. Now, thanks very much for watching. And there's more to come. More combat stuff to come. And a lot of like action work. He should be able to... He's actually using a lot of the player control systems. So he should be able to stand up, jump up and stuff. Crawl around if I want him to. He should be able to do pretty much everything that the player can do. Same as Penguin of Yo over there. Hey, how's it doing? How's it doing? That's a new one. So yeah, same thing as Penguin over here. He's got a very similar follow state machine, and yeah, unfortunately, Penguin doesn't have any combat yet. Now he's supposed to be heavy, very strong machine, so it will be far more dangerous to fight him. Both of these characters will be able to pick up weapons. Now that's something that you need to be aware of. These things are not supposed to be easy to battle. Those guys are going to be more regular. Maybe they'll range up to very difficult. I don't know. It just depends on how things go with those kinds of characters. But for now, you can see how well that the system. I'm finally able to just use the system a little bit exactly as I wanted it to, and it's almost immediately brilliant for combat. So yeah, definitely waiting to get that ready. For now, look forward to a demo soon. Unfortunately, it's just not ready yet. I need to make sure that the menu systems are all properly done, that the calibration system works perfectly, not just good enough, but perfectly. And then yeah, I can get it out. I have to test on OpenXR a few controller tests as well, but beyond that, yeah, that's about it really. Thanks very much for watching. Penguin, say bye. Bye bye. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.